Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, wherever you are and whenever this finds you is the perfect time. This is On the Journey 111, and I'm El Rock, your hostess, and we are here to do a general collective energy reading for the week ahead. So, just a quick announcement that I won't be doing any videos for the next week or so, definitely the next 7 days. So, this is being filmed on a Wednesday evening, so Wednesday to Wednesday. And I didn't want to leave you high and dry, and I wanted to pop by and tell you that I appreciate you and leave you a general reading while I'm away. So let's get to it. We're going to pop in and see. We're going to start with the enchanted map and just look at the map of your week. And then I'm mixing the decks up because this is a general collective, not the normal zodiacs. So I'm not using the normal cards. We're going to clarify with the Trip and Wait Tarot. So excited to use that deck. I haven't used that in forever. And then we're going to find out, I've got some Whispers of Lord Ganesha cards where we can find out what obstacles are going to be removed in the week ahead. So you are flying high in the week ahead. You have been in a maze that has been difficult. You have been on the ground. You've been doing it, right? And you are now flying. You are taking flight. You've ascended out of this maze. Wow, I'm really sorry about that light. Let me get that shadow off there. It's early evening and it's just, we'll see if we can use the natural light here. You're ascending. You've moved out of the maze. You've moved out of the chaos. You're getting away from that. And what is that little? Are we going to be able to see? Oh, a little hummingbird. So you've got a little hummingbird guiding your way. It's good times, right? It's sunshine, it's magic. I'm really taken by the butterfly wings on the horse. You're taking flight. You're getting out of the chaos and the maze and you're finding your way and you're tapping into guidance here because that hummingbird is very much a guide for you. So it's wanting to show you the direction. You've got your wings now. Now it's like, where do I go and what do I do? So when you're taking flight, there will be people who will teach you on your journey. So be on the lookout for those guides as you go into this ascension. Wow, sorry about how dark that is. You can forgive me that though, can't you? Yes, thank you. So what else do we have on the map of the week ahead for the viewers? There's one. Magical map shifter. So things are going. There's the flying horse again. You are alchemizing. You are creating. You are finding all of the elements and learning how to use the elements to create what you want. I see a story here, maybe a heart story on your map. So, and is that a bleeding heart there? So maybe that's something that's wanting to be shifted out of, and you're wanting to look at other aspects and areas of your life. There's a compass there aligning with your true north, your inner self. And you're doing this blindfolded. You're trusting your intuition. You're trusting the way that you've chosen to take this journey. You've got the map, but you've got more than the map. You've got the compass. You've got the flying horse. What else do we have on here? The scarab. I'm not sure. The magical lamp maybe, but you've got all of the elements. So you're shifting something. You're coming out of the confusion and you're trusting your intuition on something here. Oh, what's this? Wide open. You're opening yourself up to something. You're standing on that rock. You've got your chest out. I see the green, which is the heart energy. Again, you've got incoming from the air element. So lots of air energy here. Libra, Gemini. Who are my air signs? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Thank you for whoever said that. So tons of air energy here, and just being in that space of openness, calibrated to what the cosmos is bringing to you, seeing into the stars. Oh, I need to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Thank you. I heard somebody say Gesundheit and I heard a bless you in there. So thanks, you guys. Um, just being guided by the stars. There's hope, there's faith. You're open to what's coming. You've transcended something, or you are transcending something in the week ahead that's really beautiful. Yeah, you've got movement here. So this is interesting because this has turned out to be the fourth video for a collective video, right? Kind of crazy. And the first three was stuck energy. Oh my gosh, like so stuck, I literally couldn't get through the readings. And now we've got movement here, thank God. So I don't know if I tapped into a new collective energy or what, but hallelujah. That's all I'm going to say after three stuck energy general collective energy readings that didn't go anywhere. Like that was stuck energy, right? So I'm stoked to see the ostrich here. We've got more of that air energy with the balloon, with the windmill. We've got that water energy, but it's not like out of control water energy. It's flowing off the side of a mountain there. And so it's under control, and it's directed emotional energy. So you're making movement based on logic. And for some reason, the feathers are really vibrant to me. Like I can really see the detail in the feathers. So maybe you're getting down and dirty with some details and really looking at things in a very individual way. When we look at the ostrich from far away, we can just see that there are a lot of feathers there that look very earthy. But when we start to tune in on it, we can see that each feather has its own detail and the own essence of itself. So with that, as you move along, you're going to be tapping into additional details that will be relevant as a greater part of the whole. So you do have that movement coming in. That's some really beautiful energy. And I got to tell you, I'm relieved to feel it because, yeah, this is a lovely reading. Wide open, you're flying, you're shifting your map. I want to know more. We're going to do the trip and wait today. Normally I do the patch tarot, but mixing up the vibe. We're not doing the weekly zodiacs, or bi-weekly zodiacs. So let's change the vibe up a little, shall we? What else do we have? Clarify flying for me. What are the viewers doing that are putting them into flight? Oh. Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe somebody's actually harnessing some really tough energy. The Queen of Swords in reverse is really forward. It can be manipulative energy, but let's look at the art here because I'm seeing, again, a lot of that air energy. Knight of Pentacles. I think maybe you're working towards something that has been monetarily based, but I need to look at these in the upright position. So are you flying out of a situation with a Knight of Pentacles in reverse, somebody who's perhaps been a stubborn, earthy energy that hasn't been giving back in a situation? Or the Knight of Pentacles is the situation itself, slow moving, grounded, not really, in the reverse position, it's not doing anything, right? This energy right here is stuck in the labyrinth. Okay, so this Knight of Pentacles has been, if this is you or somebody in your world, has been, do you see this? All these squigglies here and how it replicates this, has been stuck. And this is the taking flight energy. So I think that this is giving me a view into the past energy. And with that Queen of Swords, maybe you just had to cut some things off to be able to take flight. So the Knight of Pentacles being the situation, the labyrinth, we'll call it, and the situation being is that the Queen of Swords maybe needed to get kind of deep with the cuts. Now, ideally, the Queen of Swords communicates in a healthy energy, and in the reversed, it's not always the healthiest energy. So if you can, be mindful that when you are communicating, that Queen of Swords energy can be really, really harsh. So the guidance here is, to be able to remember that you're dealing with other people's delicacies as well. You don't need to defend your position. You just need to go be who you are. And this stuck energy will move. It's already moving because it's taking flight. Because see how pink her cheeks are? Like, she's flushed. Like, I get a feeling that this queen is this flight that took place was either because the Queen of Swords is pissed. And it's just like, forget it. I can go make magic on my own, right? I can go make magic on my own. I'm the magical map shifter. And I don't need to be stuck in this labyrinth. And so, she's got butterflies in her hair, so she just follows the rainbow out, which is exactly what happened here. Do you see how she does her own magical map shift, and she creates her rainbow out of the labyrinth? So that's what this flight was. So very interesting, super stuck energy, and you just had to bring out your sword. And it got you where you needed to be. It got you unstuck. So that's excellent. What else do we have? Tell me about I was going to say, tell me about the magical map shifter, and the sun card comes flying out, which is perfect because the evening sun is just, what more needs to be said? Like that, it's so illuminated. It's so beautiful. You've set yourself free and you are marching to the beat of your own drum. The sun is bowing to you right now. So whatever that maze is that you were in, you're pulling yourself out of it, and you're bringing that warmth, that heat, that love, that I'm hearing tenderness, just that light that heals. And that is where the shift is here with this magical map shifter, is you're shifting into that sun energy, which is part of that movement here, because we can see these clouds, they're tinted with the sun's energy. They're moving away. It's clear enough weather for that balloon, which we know balloons are light, right? And they don't come with motors and engines. They are subject to the air currents, the wind currents. And, it's safe to move here now. So, Sacred Pool came out in one of the earlier readings too. That lightness that you're feeling with the release of these burdens. You feel like you're floating, and that's the essence of what you're looking for, is to release the heaviness of burdens that have kept you from that. Also that message being that there's a sacred pool or a need for you to get back to a water element, because we've got a lot of air element here, which is a lot of the mind. And the sacred pool balances out that emotional energy, but you can see it's not turbulent. It's very soft. It's very reflective. It's there to nurture and cradle you. The sacred pool is like a womb, right? When you were being developed before you came to this earth in your entirety. And the sacred pool, maybe you have a pool in your backyard. Maybe you take salt baths, but whatever this is being called into that space and reminding you that you are light, having let this go, that you are in flight, and that movement is happening. Anything else for the magical map shifter, please? Well, that one popped out, but it didn't. I just pulled it because it jumped, but it fell back in. But that is the Ten of Pentacles, which is just beautiful. That is grounded earthy energy. It is abundance. It is your legacy. It is family. It is friends. It is happiness. It is what you're looking for. Now, Ten of Pentacles is one of those things where it's an achieved state, and it's not always a held state, right? Because 10 is the end of the cycle. So whatever this is that you've released and now you're wide open and you're having movement towards it, this indicates the happy ending of that old cycle and now that movement into your next one, which is very, very abundant. You're already starting out abundant. So you can see here that you've got, the older man and then you've got the youth. So don't rest on your laurels here. Don't be like, okay, well, I've achieved this and now I can stop and I don't have to do anything else. Have that moment of gratitude, appreciate where you're at, be in it for as long as you want to be in it, and then realize that the next cycle does come, it does emerge. So that's really beautiful because you are creating that shift in the map of your life. So let's find out what you're wide open to. What is this goodness? Number 42, 4 plus 2 is 6. All right. Oh, you're opening to the moon's energy. So that inner sanctuary, looking at things from a new perspective, digging in deeper, coming out of the emotional waters and being more grounded, not being swept away by those things. That you are open to the sun and the moon, because I really get a sense of that sun's energy here by the rays of light, right? So balancing, I'm hearing that it's a balance between the shadow energy and the light energy, which is something that that it's all an invitation that we have the opportunity to do in our lives, right? Understanding that we're not bad people because we have shadow energy, but that shadow energy comes in when it's needed. So, an example of that might be like you're trying to totally be the good guy on, a purchase and sale agreement of a new house, and you have deadlines that you have to meet with inspections or something like that, and things aren't being met, deadlines are being missed, and it's impacting you, and you need to bring out a shadow energy of asserting yourself, or maybe taking, I don't like the word aggressive, but I'm hearing the word aggressive, a more aggressive stance on something. So I think you're opening to the fact that you do have to use what you would label a shadow energy in sunny situations, and it's just the nature of life, and you're becoming more open to that. Again, you've got this kind of paradox between the night sky and the light here, which is what you have here with wide open. So you are open to the light aspects and the dark aspects of yourself, and you allow yourself to be guided by your messengers, or in this case, this butterfly. And that's opening you up to new experiences. That is what is allowing you to fly, because you're harnessing the powerful energy of balancing your light self with your shadow self. And that's not an easy task to do. When people fall into shadow self, that might translate as fights, overly emotional, making really decisions that you wouldn't make if you weren't feeling vengeful or revengeful or vindictive or jealous or whatever, right? And there's that energy in its low frequency, and then there's that energy that can be transmuted, right? And that's the energy that keeps you healthy. It keeps you safe. It doesn't drive your ego. Your ego's driving your safety measures. So you're tapping into that energy and learning how to flow with it in a more effective manner, and limiting your ripples, I'm hearing. Because do you see how this little crawfish, he's there, and we've got those ripples that are coming into the water as it falls in, but you can see this space here that's kept sacred. There's no ripples here. It's quiet. And the ripples going out aren't dramatic. They start from a centered place here. And then when they ripple out, they ripple with a greater level of consistency. And that's learning how to manage the moon self or the shadow self, or those parts of ourselves that we need to go in and call upon, that we've been shamed or blamed over. They serve us for a reason, and you're learning to balance that, and you are open to the experience of it because it is what you're taking flight with. So that could have also been that Queen of Swords energy that came up in the reverse. So, wow, that's fascinating. Tell me more. All right, so these are, oh, and this looks like it's, yeah, this has taken a ton of strength here. You really had to balance your lower self with your higher self, and you've got that, right? You've got, you know, you can rub the jaw of the beast, okay? You can tame that, and you've got that under control. And then we've got the Knight of Cups, which is coming in with that emotional goodness, that balance. I'm seeing here speed here, even though the horse doesn't indicate that it's going quickly. I'm seeing a balanced emotional state here. Maybe coming with some speed in the mind, or just that indicator of how you're using your mind to balance your logic. You know, and again, harnessing that strength there. So we've got the infinity symbol here. We've got the wings above the head. What do we have here? We have the heart of the earth. So the Two of Wands, making choices, making decisions, looking at the things that you love. You've got your hand on the one wand. It's in your hand. It's ready to go. You've got another wand here that's stable. It's braced against the wall. But it's not where your focus is at. Your focus is, you know, the world or the heart that's in your hands. It's this air energy. It's this logic that seems like it might want to have an emotional base to it. And there's a real sense of strength around that because there's some dark aspect that's being brought under control here. And that dark aspect that's being harnessed is, you know, allowing you to fly and get out of a prison that you've been in, a stuck prison. With this Knight of Pentacles had come up in that reverse position, and now we've got the Knight of Cups. So balancing, you know, that those emotions with that groundedness. What else do we have? 22 minutes. Oh. Are you, yep, you want to come out? Anything else want to come out? Any more clarifiers? How about movement? Yeah, the Guru. Yep. Five of Swords, upright. The Moon again. And the King of Wands. Okay, so definitely in the Moon energy. Oh my God, you guys, this card, I love this deck so much, but this card looks like a trip to the gynecologist to me. So maybe you're going to the doctor. But what I'm hearing here is that this is a promise, right? I swear, I promise, I'm giving you my heart here. I swear on the stars. I see a bunch of little blobby hearts in this picture. I swear to you, I've got my shadow in a better place. It's under control. And, you know, I'm seeing these little X's and these dashes here. This is in motion. I don't know what this means. But somebody knows something about a dark side in themselves that they think comes from. Maybe somebody's dealing with jealousy here or something along those lines. Maybe it's a dark place that they think comes from a place of love that actually is coming from, well, it might be coming from a place of love, but jealousy is really, God, I think it's like one of the worst energies. Like jealousy and guilt are a couple of the worst in my book because they embody kind of the grossest energies, right? The energy of jealousy, man, that's like hate and anger and fear and insecurity and not enoughness and just, you know, every bad thought come to manifest itself in more often than not completely innocent situations. And so this Moon energy is here to let you know that it swears that it's getting something under control. because they're looking deeper, right? This is the guru. This is finding peace within oneself and understanding that that comes from a place more inside of yourself than it has anything to do with what somebody's doing or not doing to make you jealous or to potentially trigger a shadow side. Our shadow sides are wounds that are asking to be healed. They're not something that is somebody else's responsibility to tiptoe around. And your inner guru knows this. And it's bringing out that King of Wands energy, that passion, that understanding. It's the king, right? It's getting things under control. It's the ancient wisdom of ancient Egypt, right? We've got the pyramids here. We've got a camel there. It's having enough. It's being able to make it through. It's crossing that desert, I'm hearing. This has been a process for you. And then we've got the Five of Swords here. So you've overcome a battle. Like there have just been some things that you've had to fight for and things that you are leaving in your past. And based on kind of the smile on his face, that there's a sense of relief at what's walking away and what's being left behind. Because sometimes when we're dealing with shadow energy, certain people can, they bring the energy, they help us, right? In different ways. If we want to be in an energy, we can attract the energy that keeps us in a fight. If we want to be out of the energy, we attract the energy that brings us peace. And you're attracted to peace right now. You're not attracted to the fight anymore. And the reason for that is this Nine of Pentacles energy, this oneness with the self, oneness with nature, oneness with your abundance and where you've achieved in your life. You're in a really healthy state and place, and you are avoiding conflict because it's just not necessary, because it triggers your own shadow side. So you're really kind of, digging into the heart of who you are and what you want to bring into your life and making that present. You are, in fact, flying in the week ahead, and there is movement for you. Things are shadowy, things are following away. Things are moving with this Knight of Cups, with the Sun, with the Ten of Pentacles, and Ganesha. Yeah, remover of obstacles. This is fulfillment. This is so beautiful. Oh, I'm so glad that this is the collective reading that I'm going on hiatus with. You guys, this is gorgeous. You've got fulfillment coming in. Again, we've been talking about that map of your life, and you're studying what it is that you want to achieve and what it is you have to let go, the places that you aren't going to visit anymore, the places that were on your map and they were great while they were on your map and they can stay there, but they're not places that you're going back for because the fulfillment wasn't there. There's new places to visit, and you're ready to see what that is and where that is. And that fulfillment is coming. That Nine of Pentacles energy is super strong. Wow, look at that. The Queen of Cups, the High Priestess. What? Ace of Pentacles? Oh my God. This week is lining you up for some goodness. Ganesha also has revelations. So insights coming in, intuition, again, that cosmic connection. You're super intuitive in the week ahead. You've got a lot of information coming in on an intuitive level with this High Priestess, the magical map shifter. A lot of repeating energies here. The Guru was here. Things are moving forward for you. Fulfillment is coming. You're being asked to align yourself to the receptive mode so that you can open your arms and receive as this abundance comes to you. You are, my beautiful lovelies, asked to be wide open because you will be receiving in the week ahead, and it's here. Don't block it. Don't run away from it. Your shadow's not a bad part of yourself. You're learning how to work with it, and your sunshine is here. You are wide open. So that's yours. Believe it. I love you. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next week when we start the Zodiacs back up. Until then, bye for now.